The Vikings were people who inhabited the northern regions of Europe in an area known as Scandinavia during a period that spanned from the 8th century to the 11th century. They became renowned as fearsome warriors due to the raids they conducted in various parts of Europe. Remarkable navigators, these Nordic people reached America in the year 1000. There is no consensus on the origin of the name Viking, but it is known that the Scandinavians did not refer to themselves by this term. This name became common from its usage by historians in the 18th century. However, some historians nowadays claim that the term Viking, in medieval Icelandic sources, has a sense related to maritime exploits, whether piracy or trade. Initially, the Vikings inhabited the areas where the nations of Denmark, Sweden, and Norway are located today, and, due to their navigation, expanded their influence to other regions. Besides the raids they conducted along the coastlines of the regions they sailed through, the Vikings also engaged in agriculture, livestock breeding, and trade. Raiding was just one of the methods they used to obtain sources of income. Originally pagans, the Vikings had their own cosmogony and worldview that gradually diminished with their adoption of Christianity, which they encountered during their incursions to Britain, present-day United Kingdom, and Francia, present-day France. With the development of their navigation methods, they reached distant regions from their original habitation, such as Britain, Ireland, and North America, and there are indications of Viking navigation in the Mediterranean Sea as well. Viking society was stratified, meaning it was divided into social classes, with the more wealthy and influential classes coexisting alongside the less favored classes. Not every Viking was a warrior, indicating that military training was not universal among them. Warriors typically used swords, spears, axes, and bows and arrows as weapons, and since the use of shields for protection was common among Vikings and Saxons, a battle strategy employed was the shield wall. The Vikings believed that those who died in battle would be taken to Valhalla, a palace in Asgard, home of the gods, where they would feast until the final battle, known as Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. Viking religion was characterized by paganism, with a strong emphasis on magic, rituals, and sacrifices to please the gods or request something. Being a polytheistic faith, the Vikings believed that various gods influenced different aspects of daily life. The religious traditions of these Nordic peoples were orally based, hence, there are few written records from the Viking Age. The sources of Norse mythology are diverse. Firstly, the narratives were preserved in written form, such as the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, followed by the Icelandic sagas and skaldic poems. Some narratives were produced by non-Scandinavian peoples, like the Anglo-Saxons and Arabs, historical chronicles, such as the accounts of Adam of Bremen and Saxo Grammaticus. Among the gods within Viking religion is Odin, the father of all, considered the principal deity of Norse mythology, which also featured other significant gods like Thor, Loki, Heimdall, Tyr, etc. Alongside the gods, the Vikings believed in the existence of 9 interconnected worlds linked by Yggdrasil, the world tree.